The White Bunny by Princess Lulamoon. Chapter 1. Hate. My name is Fluttershy. I used to live in a cottage near the Everfree Forest with my husband and animal friends. If you had to ask any pony about me at the time, they would most likely say she is really shy, but sweet and kind. But I'm not. At least, not anymore. Before I die tomorrow, I will tell you how I went from the element of kindness to a monster. I used to be the best animal caretaker in Ponyville. Owners often paid me more what I charged for taking care of their pets. I had pets or animal friends of my own too. But the one I loved most was a white bunny called Angel. I always made sure that I gave him the best food I had. He had his own little bed, and he was allowed to do what other critters weren't allowed to do. I got many complaints for this, but I loved him too much to do anything else than make him apologize. As time went on, I married a nice, handsome stallion. We always had a good time together, taking care of our animals. He was an animal lover as well. He also grew fond of Angel, even though he's still skeptical towards him. One day, the mayors in charge of Equestria's animal shelters came to visit. They approved on one condition. Angel Bunny must be controlled, they said. Controlled? What do you mean? My husband asked, as I had never, ever heard them say that before. We don't want any favoritism in any animal shelter. I can tell that he is allowed to scratch the furniture, while other animals would have to be punished. Don't get us wrong, your shelter is fantastic. It's rare to find some pony who even can talk to animals. But rules are rules. We accepted it before, since he was a new pet and needed to get used to the rules. But it's 4 years now, and still no progress. So control the bunny, or you have to put the animals in cages, they explained to us. See you in a month, they said before they left. Once they had left, I freaked out a little. Only a month? Angel doesn't even know the rules around here. How is he going to learn them in a month? What if he doesn't listen to me? Then we have to use cages? Cages? This is horrible. Suddenly, I felt a calming hoof on my shoulder. I saw into my husband's loving eyes. Don't worry, honey. If there's any pony Angel will listen to, it's you. Besides, he isn't heartless. I'm sure he'll understand, he reassured me. I really hope he was right. I found Angel outside, eating broccoli. Angel? Where did you get that? I'm pretty sure I didn't buy that, I asked. He glared at me before he points towards Sweet Apple Acres. Oh no, I whispered. Where's that darn rodent? A too familiar voice shouted. Applejack ran straight towards Angel, throwing a tiny lasso around his waist. So you thought you can hide from me, Fluttershy's cottage, huh? No one steals from Apple and gets away with it. Applejack was furious. Angel struggled against the rope. Look at me at pleading eyes. Control the bunny, or you will have to put the animals in cages. The mayor's words echoed in my mind. I gave Angel a disappointed look. I knew I had to punish him somehow, but I didn't want to be cruel. So I said, "You're sleeping outside this week," I said harshly. Perhaps I was too harsh, because the look of Angel's face was confusing, sadness and anger. Applejack let him go, and he ran away. "Whoa, Fluttershy, I haven't seen you so mad at him before," Applejack said, visibly worried. "He needs to know that his actions have consequences." "I'm tired of standing up for him," I lied. I couldn't tell it the truth. I just couldn't. "Wow, Sugar Cube, that's great news." I probably shouldn't say it, but most ponies in Ponyville hate him. Carrot Top almost called pest control when he stole carrots from her. It's great to see you finally take a stand against him. Well, gotta go back to the farm. Cider season is just around the corner, and there are chores to be done. See y'all later, Fluttershy, Applejack said before she left. I couldn't believe what I just heard. How long have Angel been stealing from others? So that's why he's never hungry at dinner time. All those bills on the groceries I haven't bought, had that been Angel's doing? I had a strange warm feeling in me. I didn't recognize it first. All I could think about was all the things that Angel had done. I spent my money to make the salad he wanted, and how did he thank me? By throwing it away because there was no cherry? He's the reason I couldn't afford for Henry. He had been stealing from the shops of Ponyville. Why? Isn't my food not enough for him? Isn't my love not enough for him? These dark thoughts kept spiraling in my head, until I recognized the feeling I had towards him now. Hatred. He thinks he's the hot stuff? Well, if he keeps this attitude, there will be no more nice Fluttershy. Either he's going to change his ways, or else. I woke up to knocking at the door. Who comes to visit so late at night? I wondered as I put on my pajamas. I trotted down and opened the door. It was Angel. He looked at me in an angry face and was stomping on the ground with his left foot. I sighed. I told you that you were sleeping outside this week. He gave me a look that said, "But where will I sleep?" "Sleep with the other bunnies," I said through a yawn. I looked at the clock. 12:15. He had woke me up in the middle of the night. I was about to close the door before he hopped in. I don't know if it is because I was dead tired, or because I was boiling hate that was growing in my stomach, but I kicked him outside with my front hooves. I gasped when I realized what I've done. I was going to help him up, but he got to his feet and gave me a betrayed look before he hopped away.